Yeah, man, it's going down. It's Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got two very special guests in the house today. When we talk about, some of the early Houston hip hop, man, some of that just foundation, man, of really just putting it down. You got to talk about SPC. You know what I'm saying? And within SPC, man, it's a lot of dope cats, man, a lot of talented guys. You know what I'm saying? But today, I got with me, man, Dopey and Egypt E, represent the terrorists. What's going down?
Hey, we in the building, man. Good to be here, Donnie. It's a wonderful thing to be a part of the music industry in Houston, man. The hip hop industry, it means a lot to both of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
For sure, for sure. So what's new with y'all, man?
Oh, what's new? Oh man. First of all, it's important for the terrorist Dope E, Egypt E. What's new is always, I guess, what's old.
Yes.
With us. We've been together 30 plus years, man, 35 years. Something like that, and growing. And that's always new with us. Because in order to have any type of relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's in the music business, business especially, you have to constantly renew those vows, and renew those respects for one another, and me and Egypt E, we managed to do that, 35 years and growing, as far as friendship, as far as being in the music business. No breakups, what I'm saying, no arguments like that. Like, this is a testament that, black men can get along, what I'm saying. They can start a company, they can start a group, you don't have to break up when things may get bad, because they may get bad sometimes, and as you get older, as people get more experience, especially in the music business, people tend to go the opposite ways, or solo and things like that. So, through all of that, me and Egypt are 100% together, and always been, a group. And we want that to be known, especially with a lot of the youngsters, that come up, that have fantastic groups when they come out, man. And then this may happen or that may happen or whatever, and they fall apart, only to maybe get back later on. Stick it out, what I'm saying? Stick it out with each other and learn to be, with each other and love each other as brothers. And hopefully they can see that as a testament, between Egypt and myself, Other than that, what's new with us, we do have new material that's coming out. We have an album that's fresh off the press, Race Wars, and we've never been shy about standing out, voicing our opinion, and being upfront about society, man, and bringing, trying to bring our people together, to where we can unify as a nation. Well, we chose to do that in our music, and there's all different types, as we spoke earlier, there's all different types of music, man. You got you got the player music, which I love, what I'm saying? I love that player music, man, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm always rocking that, what I'm saying? Whether it's the grills, whether it's the tires, the rhythm, the women,
Elbows.
whatever, like, how was it?
The elbows.
Yeah, the elbows, like, that is a culture in Houston, man, that can't be denied, what I'm saying? That I love listening to the music. I even help produce, a lot of the brothers coming up and things like that to show our input and how we felt about how, rap music was growing, so we love that, It's just that, we also have a nation to raise, we also have, children that we have to raise up a certain way, to where we don't give our talents over to other nations, to where we remain as, that strong embodied, people, that can grow. And hip hop makes what, trillions, billions, however much it makes,
Yes.
And for us to be together and to stay together and to raise our people up, to let them know, like, this talent that we have, we got to use it. We got to put our monies together, Some people may not always rap their whole life, what I'm saying? So, to be able to put that on our youth, is extremely important, what I'm saying, to Egypt and myself, man. And so we decided to to be a little bit more conscious, in our music, and to say things that it may be shocking to the ear, although it's true now. It may be shocking to the ear for those that heard us for the first time, But everybody don't feel like dancing all the time. See what I'm saying? And everybody don't feel like partying all the time and getting high, whatever, but that people may do. Sometimes you may get pulled over by the cops, man. See what I'm saying? And sometimes one of your family members may get shot by cops. You know what I'm saying? And you may do some time in jail. Or you might have to go to prison. Or you might have a bum rap. But guess what? That's when that Terrorist album comes in handy. Now it's time to play that. So it's also an emotion and it's a part of life that's undeniable that, we chose to sacrifice our life for. And when we started, it may not be what, so likable by everybody, and a lot of brothers would run away and people, they respect us, but they would still run away, It's not popular to choose the route that me and Egypt chose. And even in our rap, what we say, E, we could take the short way out, the easy way out, but we chose to take the long way out, man. And that shows a lot about someone's character when they're willing to sacrifice their life, their talent. Hey, man, I could have been, and Egypt knows, man. We used to jam with Shadi, and Two Live Crew and a lot of other brothers, man. Hey, man, I could have made some booty shaking music, man, and been an absolutely billionaire, man. I know how to lay it. I know, how to take it from the house to the studio and get on that big SSL board and mix it down or whatever. Like, me and Egypt are dangerous, in a good way. We're a dangerous combination in the music studio, man, So we chose to, sacrifice ourselves and not do that to gain a different type of respect that we both feel that has more longevity, in choosing that type of route. And being those type of men of stature, man, to be able to choose something like that.
Yeah. So, talk about me. When did y'all actually meet, man? When did y'all,
meet up as friends?
Just meet, period.
Oh, man,
yeah,
we met. E, you want to take a little bit of that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was in high school DJing with a crew called Fast Forward.
Okay. What school was it?
I went to Milby.
Milby, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I was DJing in high school. And I met up with his brother. And he was a DJ in our crew.
Right, Brother Deuce.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Deuce.
Wait. So what year were you at Milby?
I was 80, 81, 82, 83.
Okay.
And I was DJing then in high school with his brother Deuce. Shout out to Deuce. And we had a crew called Fast Forward. Then after that, everybody started coming to our gigs, and he started coming too. Then we met up then through his brother. Yes,
Right.
Sir. So I was DJing in high school.
Okay. Yeah.
In the beginning.
Right. And I was just the MC, meaning a literal MC. Didn't rap, didn't do anything. And they would say, hey, you want to come over here and introduce, like, the next event that's happening? And say, hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Fast Forward. We're gonna be slow dancing, and then after this, we're gonna get together, maybe have a break dance contest. That's all I was just on the mic saying that. And I put the mic down and be so happy and just sit there until, I probably had the opportunity to do it again. But in that process, Egypt knew that I was at my house writing lyrics,
Yes.
making music, man, at age 14, you
Right.
know.
15, 14, 15.
14 and 15 years old, making music,
Yes.
And again, we were we were stacking. I think we were the first, ones that were really doing what do you call it, multi recording, right?
Yes.
Or multi tracking.
And this is before y'all meet K Reno and all that.
Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Years before, right? Yeah. We met K Reno, and I would have one tape deck, and I would record it, and then I would take another tape deck, and it's a way that you could come out of the back of RCA jacks, right? You go in, out of that one, go into another one, and I think you have to put the secret was to put the cassette on like what dub or something like
Yes.
Adobe or something, right?
Yeah,
Right,
Adobe.
so, yeah, Adobe so it wouldn't have the highs or something like
Yeah.
that, right? It was some little trick you do, you got to make sure you push the Adobe, and so you could do you could take that a cassette, right? Cassette, and you could put it into another cassette. So you would have the beat, and maybe you rap on one, and then like do a background track, and maybe I don't know. I played saxophone or whatever I wanted to put, behind it on the next track, and we would put, make multi little melodies. Remember, like the low melody,
Yeah.
and then we come back and do the little high melody. So I mean, it wasn't an orchestration. That's not it, because that's what that wasn't hip hop. And when we started, there were no instruments in hip hop. Period. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Houdini had something. I was
Yes.
like, what is that? And they had One Love, and they had, little a synthesizer, as they
Yes.
called it back then, man. And we'd be like, there's instruments? Because we grew up on drum beats. That's it. Boom, 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 ka, 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 boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, 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 boom, ka. And that was it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe a melody. So if you had the gift to go, doo, 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 you was, you know what I'm saying? You was Beethoven. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so that's what we did. But, we had which is known today as, the South Park sound, or, Terror beats. Growing up, we didn't know how to label it. So we were like, Dopey in Egypt, we would make the sinister beats, I was like, oh man, we ain't sinister. I don't really like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think we moved more towards, galactical beats or whatever and things like that. So we finally patterned and got a South Park sound, and it was real eerie, kind of dark, right?
Yes, yes.
And it would have the bass line and do do like the Bomb Threat. Remember that? That do 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 do, and we would change different octaves, right? No one was doing that whatsoever. No one. And all we were doing was just creating. We would go to drum and keyboard shop, right?
Yes.
And we would get some ideas by just walking around and stuff, but nobody just really said, y'all make this music and y'all rap this way. Like no one did that for us. We were just children, man. And lo and behold, that's when I think we talked about it the other day. What was it? The keyboard that we got from Freddie, right?
Yes.
Right. It was an EPS, Sonic keyboard, man. And that keyboard changed the game, because we didn't have to do any more stacking cassettes on top of each other to make sounds. I was like, hold on, so what's this multi-tracking on the keyboard? What is that? And it had 8 tracks. Remember, it had
Yes.
8 tracks and 8 layers, and so I was always like, people think I talk a lot. I might, but I learned what I learned by listening, right? And I would sit back, and Egypt, we came over to the garage, and we were at Freddie's house, and he was like, hey, it's his keyboard. And I was like, I was pretty short back then, you know what I'm saying? I was fortunate. I'm not saying that I'm short because I went to white schools. I'm saying I'm short because I did very well in school. I went to Westbury, right, high school, right? But before then, I went to like different music groups. I was able to go to New York, and go to different like academy, Magnum schools and stuff like that, right? And be exposed to a lot of things, right? And with that being said, so I kind of knew about that keyboard. I was familiar with, like if I read something, my comprehension level was real good, man. I was like, okay, so this is what this means. And man, remember we used to always joke, because the book would be like, synthesize buttons, put into a parameter, and place into this multi. I'd be like, nigga, that just means push this button. Look, this is what they talking about. Push this damn button right here. So I was able to break it down and say, okay, this is what this means. And, me and E, we started growing on that keyboard, man, and started tracking our first little beats.
So y'all making the beats together.
Yeah, exactly. We're making those beats together.
Yeah.
And because he was DJing. So what we were doing was, he would put, you might want to speak on how you were doing the DJing, how you would slow the record down, no, speed it up, rather.
Yeah, I
Right,
would
go
speed
ahead.
it up to get the sample rate, so we could get the sample.
More in the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
exactly.
I just grab a record, DJing, I put it on, and we sample at a high speed.
Right.
So we could get the sample in. Then when we get the sample in, we can slow it down the way we want to do it. So I was doing that, grabbing records, from the crates. So I'm old school, but that old school paid off, because we was getting good samples from every type of record I picked up.
Right.
I was sampling all types of stuff, But it was a good thing.
Right.
But we learned that way.
Yeah.
And listen, if I may add, the brother, I got to go in detail when he said that. Fast forward, mobile DJing, they were in a record pool. You know, I don't know if it's real popular now, but it was popular then. And you couldn't get no records coming in if you was in that record pool, man.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so when he said that he was grabbing records, man, we had an array of records coming all over the planet. Donnie, I didn't know what the hell them records was, man, and where they came from, and
Yep.
neither did you. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He was like, "What's this?" And we were digging in the crate. We had crates upon crates.
Yeah.
You know, being they were mobile DJing, group, and so they had crates upon crates, man, from artists all over the United States, man. So we knew what a lot of people didn't know. We knew that hip hop had sprung and was gone and was never going to be on another, that low level that everybody thought it was. We knew, we saw where it was going, right?
Yep. Because of the DJing.
Yeah, because of the DJing. We were connected with every Abbey record store, man, every major chain store, man. We knew those records were coming in, And at the same time, we still chose to listen to those records and say, but our style is this. You know, I hear that music right there, but we're doing this. And we would take from the people who we respected. So, we would cut from KRS One,
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, Cube, even before then, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't want to tell I tell our age, you know what I'm saying? No. Listen, we was going back to the Treacherous 3, Ultramagnetic, I said it,
Yes.
okay?
Yes. The OGs,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we went
Kumo
back.
D.
Kumo D, we went back far, way, way far. And we got those records, man, we put those together, and we saw a formula that me and Egypt had, and not only our friendship, but we actually saw a musical chemistry that we had. And all we had to do now was just get in those books, which I did, to figure out, okay, how to save this. Okay, now it says 8 tracks, but what else does this thing have to offer? Man, when I found out 128 different wave samples on top of those layers, I mean, it was endless. I'm never going outside. Like I'm probably never getting a relationship. Like this was it. I'm married to the game, And I think who came first? Who we started working? Was it K Reno or was it Nip?
It was, remember, we had COD. It was K Reno.
Okay, so it was K Reno.
Yeah.
And K Reno was with Real Chill.
Yes.
And, a group that was just getting popular on the radio, starting to get some airtime, get some, some local notoriety. And, I was a little businessman, And, when I saw that group, I was like, this dude's, I was starting to go and hook up with K Reno, and we were, going to go set up different battles and stuff. And I was like, man, I can rap, man, but I don't know if I can rap that good. God damn.
K Reno, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was awesome, man, Hey, man, K Reno hear me, he say, what's up with my lyrics too, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's trying to just soften and compliment me up, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their gift, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, although I'm a good lyricist, I can write, I can battle rap too. I saw where someone was better than me. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that brothers can't do. And I saw where we could be a combination together and no one could touch us. I saw that. So I got with Egypt. I said, we need him in COD, man.
Yes.
It's like, well, he's with another group. Not for long. not once I get to talking to him, And he came over. I think one of the first songs that we did for K Reno was Chemical Warfare. Remember?
Yep.
And he went through all the different groups and blah, blah, blah. And I leaned to him in the studio while he had the headphones. I said, I told you this nigga need to be with us. Can't nobody rap better than this nigga, man.
Yep.
And he was like, because I was the best rapper he ever, he was, this brother right here down with me.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I ain't heard nobody that rap better than you, man. You got this and that. And I was like, hey, I appreciate it. But I leaned to him with them headphones. I said, this nigga K Reno.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this nigga is bad, man. And Egypt was like, yep. let's get it. I said, all right, cool. So we sat down, and Kay was like, okay, I see the vision, and things like that. And I went and worked real hard, man. When I say I work real hard, that putting COD out didn't come without talent, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, me and Egypt grew up in that whole crack era. We grew up in
Yep.
hey man, you do what you have to do and things have to get done. And I was in the street, man. You know what I'm saying? And even though I had this pro-black attitude and this and that and that, I also had a where's my goddamn money attitude. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how rap was portrayed in order to make it, man. And we were still young.
Yep.
We were still children. So I was still influenced, not with the lifestyle, but I was influenced as this is how we got to get our money, man. And we work, and we met up with Ronnie Bookman,
Yes.
right? RB, my brother, Ronnie Bookman, man. And we met up with him, and he helped invested in COD. He believed in us, and he helped us with the music part of our first album, Coming Out Dogging. Right, that dropped. We finished. I think we got together in '89, '90. It dropped about '90, '91.
Yes.
On Radical Records, which was our own independent label.
It was
And-
like early. It was like 80, 88 because we signed with Rap a Lot in '91. So it was
Right,
like
exactly,
88,
man.
89.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Around that time.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Then we worked with K Reno. Then
Yeah, we work with K Reno, and again, K Reno was the founder of the South Park Coalition, SPC, notorious undefeated battling rap group for decades, and with that coalition had other members, and Ganxsta NIP was one of those members.
shout out to Ganxsta NIP.
Right, exactly.
Shout
And
out
as
to Nip.
soon as he heard the music that we did for K Reno, hey, that started bringing in coalition members, man. And so Nip was the next one to come in, and Nip came to us, and he was like, "Listen, man, I'm gonna propose something to y'all. I'm actually working on trying to get signed with Rap a Lot." So that wasn't an immediate interest for me. I was like, "Oh no, I'm with Radical Records." You know what I'm saying? It's K Reno, myself, and Egypt, and that. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We done. You know what I'm saying? But I'll help you. And so I did a 5-song EP for Nip. You know what I'm saying? And we love Nip because we love Nip because here's a lot of things I got to give credit to Nip also, right? Like a lot of people think, oh, Nip, the crazy psycho rapper. Oh man, he born dead and in a bird's chest, and wow, this is amazing. Nip will knock you off your feet when it comes to battle rap. Okay, you ain't got nothing to do with no psycho rap, nothing. You'll get your ass slaughtered lyrically with Ganxsta NIP. And that's why I used to tell him, like, damn, all these niggas can rap.
Yep.
Like this coalition, man, this is crazy. All of them can rap. I just really wasn't, and I guess I was, right? I guess I was an official member by then, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I was
yes.
in.
We were.
By then, right?
Yes.
And so I was like, this is amazing. All these brothers, man, got their own style and rap. And so me and Egypt know the history on Nip. It ain't just no psycho battle rap. I mean, psycho Ganxsta NIP, although he is the god and of hard rap and the originator. That's a fact. But you ain't finna just run up on him with no with no battle raps and think he gonna be rapping that hard rap. You gonna get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I think what Nip and K Reno battled.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you last in the ring with K Reno, you can rap. And and from that 5-song EP that I did for Nip, I rapped on 2 songs. Gotta Get Out the Game, and I think another song I just can't remember, but that was the more popular one. And Nip came back to us.
Right.
He said, "Man, I took it over to Jay Prince, then Lil J. You know, I took it to Jay Prince, and he liked it. I said, okay, good for you, man. Because you don't understand. I got a proposal. I got a proposition I need to bring to you. Okay, what's going on? He said, Jay Prince heard the tracks, and he said, I got a style of my own. He heard my songs and my lyrics, and you got a style of your own. There's not another producer, you know, who can produce for you like that. I was like, okay, so what you getting at? And he said, I'll get signed in this deal, man. He said, who is the guy rapping right there? He said, oh, that's Dope E. That's the one that did the music. Because you get him, then it's a deal. I was like, oh, that's what he said. He goes, yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. And Nip was talk about a businessman. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, a pushy businessman. He's like, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna be Ganxsta NIP and the terrorist. I was like, oh, we all, you know, like we was riding around. He was making it up, you know, and he was like, listen, man, you know, this is the real deal, man. This is Rap-A-Lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not no, you know, fly-by-night group, man. And I was like, damn, I do respect Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, I do respect what he's doing because while we had already been battling them, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we won, 90.9, was it? Kids Jam?
Yep.
We had some battle rap we put out toward, you know, I mean, that's what rap was about. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about disrespecting the person or the people. It's about battle rap, man. That's what it was about, you know? And, you know, we were the ones making that mark for South Parks. Me and K Reno, we had a song called Step Up or Step Off. You know, and we were calling everybody out. It didn't matter who you were, what kind of car you had, how much money you had in your pocket, nigga, you was getting called out because we rapped. And that's what we were trying to do, take the rap scene, right? So I ended up, you know, having to go, after speaking with Egypt or whatever, you know, we said, man, this is it. You know, we can get global notoriety if we do this move, man. We can come up out the garage. And so,
And another thing, when we was, you know, since he was young, rapping, talking about Lil J,
right,
we was like, okay, he young, we was young too. Okay, why not join a dude that's already got moves? And we're like, okay, he offers to sign us, and we're like, okay, why not? Because he's not a bad dude to work with because
right,
he's trying to put us
in a better position.
Yes, in
Right.
a better position. So we're like, why not?
Right.
So we went along with that. It
right.
was cool.
And for Jay Prince to even be behind us, like we talked about it
Yes.
nightly. It flipped us out. I was like, we just made beats in a garage, man. You know, and this man is taking a chance on us, like, you know. And then we had, I mean, big ups what BW, man, was our manager. Oh, come on, man. Big ups to BW, man. Big Chief was behind that, you know, for, you know, the management of Jazz Management, man.
And Spook.
And Spook, man.
OG Spook.
You know, I mean, they didn't have to do that, man.
Yeah.
They didn't have to take chances on us like that.
That's true.
I was like, you feel me? You know, and I'm speaking really real stuff, man. It's like amazing. I was like, you know what? This is what it's about, man. We're gonna be with Scarface. We went on a little tour with Face and everything. You know, we was. I was like,
That's
hey,
cool.
we good.
Yeah, it was
you
cool.
know, got a chance to meet, you know, the Ghetto Boys. We R.I.P. Ready Red, man. You know,
Bushwick.
yeah, Bushwick.
Who were some of the people y'all were
Bushwick.
closest to when y'all got over there?
Bushwick, Scarface.
Yeah,
Really the Ghetto Boys.
yeah,
The Ghetto
Ghetto
Boys.
Boys,
Yeah,
sure.
and,
yeah. Because I mean, everybody appreciated, man, and
Big Mello.
and respected who we
Mello.
were as far as the terrorists. You know how we move. Everybody loved us because, you know, if you saw me, you saw Egypt and vice versa. You know, we rode in that deuce and a quarter everywhere. You know.
Talk about making blow them hoes up, man.
Oh, hey, I'm push it over there to Egypt. You can start it. I'll finish
I
it.
came up with the sample, and I just started looping it, and I made a beat behind it. Don't say that's it. Then he started writing to it, you know. Start writing to it, and I start adding to the beat. Then he started adding to the beat too. Then like, okay, we're gonna run with this.
Yeah.
It was like a vibe that we had. I was taking crates. I was digging through the crates. I found that sample, put it on the keyboard, slooped that hoe. It like doom boom 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 doom boom 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 boom. We're gonna roll with that one.
Yeah.
Then he took it from there. Then we took it to the studio. It was history.
Right. And that's a gift that I, had and still have, to be able to see a vision of something and be a good writer and write to it. And let me tell you something, Donnie. We recorded that album at a place called Track Designs.
Yes.
Bernie and Shaturo, right? Big ups to those.
In Mo City.
Right, and Mo City, man. Big ups to them, man.
Yes.
Again, I was happy because when we were coming out the studio, UGK was coming in and coming out. I knew they were signed with Jive Records. I was like, man, this is wild, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, gotta be doing something right over at the studio, right?
Yep.
But I'm saying that to say this, man. One day when me and Egypt walked in that studio, man, sitting in that studio was Marcus White.
No, Maurice White.
I mean, I don't know why I said
Maurice White from the
Maurice White. Go ahead.
from the Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right.
The lead singer. Yeah.
Yeah, he was sitting sitting in there. He had his 9-year-old son running around in there. And I didn't even really notice him,
Yeah.
with no disrespect. I didn't notice him.
I knew who he was.
Yeah, he knew who he was. He put him to the side.
I DJ, so
He was like, that's Maurice White. I'm like, oh, okay. Earth, Wind and Fire, nigga. I was like, where?
Maurice White.
There, sitting right there. And he wasn't in there to, shuck and jive and just listen to some music. What we did was, that was the sample.
Nah.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't a sample. Be honest with you, it wasn't. It was. I'm not gonna name a sample.
Okay.
I'm
Don't
saying,
name the sample.
I'm not gonna name the sample.
Okay,
but
don't. So
it wasn't the sample.
Okay, cool.
No,
All right, he was in there because he liked the song.
Yes.
Okay, and he wanted to sign us, man. That's why he was there. And I was like, hold up, man. And he was gonna put something. We was gonna get a meal out of this or more. You know what I'm saying? And it was on the table. And I was like, wow, this man. And Shaturo had told us, like, he's trying to get you all signed.
But y'all were already rap a lot, right?
Right. And guess what? I wasn't going nowhere. I told him, remember, I said, man, I ain't leaving rap a lot. I ain't gonna do this.
Yep.
I ain't doing that. And I said, you can talk to Jay Prince or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it. I think that they tried to talk to him or whatever. And
I'm not sure.
Right. And the word was like, we're not going anywhere. They're a good asset. That's what was said. They're a good asset to the company. And he's not going anywhere. I was like, wow, And but that let us know that we was on point, man. For the song that we had did. I'm glad you cleared it up. I really thought that was a sample of his or something that related to it. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, the secret for Blow Them Hoes Up lasts forever, y'all.
That's what it is. So what? Because y'all only did one album over there, right?
Right.
Yes.
We did one album over there. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why y'all only did one, or it was just kind of?
Me and Egypt were steadily growing, and I wanted my own company, man. I wanted my own company. Again, we're a powerhouse, meaning when I say that, we're able to go in that crate, come up with a sample, or I'll play the keyboard, and we'll make the music, write the lyrics, do a good production, and then take it to a studio, put it on the separate tracks, lay it down, put it on an SSL board, or however on a n.i.p, however board you choose, I'll run that board. And so we were already self-sufficient. We didn't need anybody. That's the reason why we ended up going to Track Design, remember?
Yeah.
Because Jay Prince had, studios and facilities with people to record us. We didn't want to record with anybody. I took it over somewhere so I could have independent over the mix down. I mixed down the album and everything right there. So we wanted to grow more than Rap a Lot, and so we felt that our time as far as that was up. We wanted to grow independently, right? So we ended up
See, but Houston is always independent. So
right.
that's how we grew up. Having our own thing, and Rap a Lot gave us a good example how to do it. So we we did that with Rap a Lot, but we also learned from it too, and we just wanted to be independent. That's it.
Right. And they put us out, Rap a Lot again. They put us
Yeah.
out on such a global forum
Yes.
to where we're still known to this day in Australia and Belgium and Germany, and I mean you name the spots, man, and they've heard of the terrorists, which is a reason why we're still dropping this out and planning right now to do an international drop. You know what I'm saying? We did a trailer for Rolling Hard, which is the new single that's out, and we just recently completed the entire video, nicely well put together. Big up to Nikolai.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nikolai Vocals.
Yeah, Cut Corner, and entertainment, man. Excellent, excellent brother, man. And so we finished that, and we're taking it out internationally, having those fans and being out there like that. We credit that to Jay Prince.
Yes.
And the staff of Rap a Lot for putting us out like that.
Yes.
That's no secret, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? For
That's
being
true.
out like that. So we seized the opportunity. We give credit to ourselves for still doing it, still being active, and taking those opportunities and capitalizing on those opportunities, right?
You're right.
Yeah. Talk about, because I mean, just y'all's decision to make the type of music that y'all made as far as like the subject matter, because you could say you kind of like more of like a Public Enemy, but not, I would say even going harder than a Public Enemy, just with on that the subject matter of just really. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to say pro-black or however you want to categorize it, but
Right.
really just being for black people,
Right. Right. Most definitely pro nation. You know what I'm saying? But when I say black, knowing the knowledge that I have now, when I say black, I mean all 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? Our Native Indian brothers, our Cubans, our Dominicans,
Right,
Puerto Rican
right.
brothers, our Mexicans. It's all 12 tribes, of the nation of Israel, that we've always been trying to touch, and show people that there's another form of rap music. You know what I'm saying? There's different forms of terrorism. Like we're not taking any bombs. We're not blowing up any facilities. We're not running up on the Capitol. We're not doing things like that, man. We're just making music, and
Yep.
and we're taking a stand, and a very responsible stance, to be able to sacrifice our desires, and things that we would want to talk about, and we chose to make conscious, quote unquote, music, to be able to help us, our nation and our children as they grow up, man, to give them another avenue for music. Me and Egypt were always attracted to like spoken word. How they had those little places. They used to have them in Third Ward a lot, and they would do the little spoken words and the poetry and things like that. So we just wanted to put some words, some music behind that type of feel, but and that type of words. But we did it in a militant sense, because a nation needs a military. You know what I'm saying? And with the military, you're able to, control your destiny and be respected by other nations. So we wanted to take a strong militant approach. I met Chuck D. Big ups to Chuck D. I met him in Austin years back at a club called Stubbs, and I was able to go backstage with him. He allowed me to come backstage, introduced me to everybody, and he looked me in my eyes, Donnie, and he told me, "Don't ever stop making the music that you're making. Don't ever do that." And he had heard about Rap a Lot. I mean, he knew who I was. I mean, There it is right there. And, and he was saying, don't ever stop the music that you're making, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever, stop that hardcore, and when I say hardcore, we use profanity. You know what I'm saying? We use profanity, man. And sometimes you have to talk to these Negroes with profanity. Sometimes your children won't listen to you until you say, get your ass up and sit your motherfucking ass down over there. Oh, now I hear daddy. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes those words are needed, man. And our nation needs to hear wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Our nation needs to hear, that tough love. They need to hear, brothers that's militant, that's strong, that's not sounding like mama. Of course, mama has her place. But we're not mama, we're fathers. You know what I'm saying? We're men, we're warriors. And so with that, we took a militant approach and, respected by those that are in the rap game even to this day. Egypt, I think we made the right choice.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, man, what's next for the terrorists, man?
Man, you want to go and take it?
New album coming up called Race Wars. And he mentioned the single Rolling Hard.
Yeah.
And Rolling Hard, the video coming out nationwide real soon. So that's coming soon. We just got snippets,
Right.
on Facebook. But right now, the album coming out real soon.
Yeah.
It's 12 songs. It's 12 songs?
Yeah.
12 songs.
Yeah.
And it's nice music.
Beautiful.
And he's really rapping about our people. We love our people.
Right.
So the album is like that. It's about for our people, and we just love our people.
Yeah.
And it's some good music too.
Yeah.
Great music.
Yeah, and we've said it a lot, for our fans. Oh, they say it's out. This album is done. Look, quiet as kept, I got about 4 or 5 albums that's already done.
Yep.
Just to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? We got them on backlog. Real talk, right?
Yep.
We got it. We got them on backlog, man. But yeah, this one right here is eventful, meaning timing is everything. And what we're speaking about, and what people want to say, and what they've said, whether it's a negative or positive, we love and respect all comments and questions.
Mm-hmm.
But we told the world about a race war. We told them in the Bible, Christ said that that we're gonna have nations fighting against nations and governments fighting against government. Well, guess what? Nations means a race war, and government means different countries and stuff fighting against each other. And we warn the people, just like we warned them when we first came out with our first album, Terror Strikes. Always business, never personal. Me and Egypt E were in front of an airport with airplanes blowing up. And lo and behold, here they come later on, hitting those airports and blowing up planes and stuff and blowing up the World Trade. Like, we talked about this years in advance. So with that, our people, the youngsters, should be more reserved in their judgment when they hear brothers like us. You know what I'm saying? Because we have musical talent, combined with knowledge and wisdom, man, and experience. You see what I'm saying? And there's a place for the terrorists, man. There's a place for us. We say the things that are shocking, we say the things that's gonna knock you on the head and wake you up. But all in all, enjoy the music that we make, you know what I'm saying? And the talent that you hear and the skills that you hear, because we are a one-of-a-kind group, man. We're not to be replicated or duplicated. It's absolutely impossible. Until we die and reincarnate and come back and do this thing together, then that'll be another one of us, Until then, sit back and enjoy the ride. You got some old schoolers that's getting ready to take these brothers. It's a new wave of music, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a new wave of music that we have coming out. Our brothers in the UPK, the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. We have brothers like 144, that's Captain Akkad. We have Captain Tahawar, King T. We have Captain Katazai. We have brothers that are La Payad, you know what I'm saying, Ra'aya Allah. Brothers that's in this music business, man. Captain Kwamwa All, man. Regalia. We have brothers that's in California that's in Philadelphia and New York and Chicago. Like it's a new whole wave of music coming out, man. And these brothers are supreme knowledge, wisdom, and these brothers can rap, man. They got fire, man. These brothers got that rap, man. When I say rap, they are, it's something special, man. So look forward to that whole new wave of music coming out. I'm behind a lot of the instrumentation and coming behind it. A lot of brothers out of Houston, man. Habana, you have Habana coming out. Tazadak. I think you know Tazadak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say it's that other
yeah,
name.
yeah, for sure. That's my boy.
But
Shout
he
out.
has one of the dopest albums that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? And brothers are putting in much work. And we still got that South feel to it, and every brother I name has their own, feel and style to it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a new wave. So prepare for that, to hit the market, man. We're going to take that by storm as well, man. You know what I'm saying? But you heard it here first right now,
That's what it is, man. Well, y'all want to give y'all social media before we get up out of here?
Yeah. Hey, I give my social media, which is Awanya Allah, Yasha Allah. That's AHWANYAAHLA, Yasha Allah. Right? Just hit Awanya Allah, and the rest of it'll pop up. That's the social media on Facebook, and we have. I guess you can go and tell them about the YouTube and things like other things we got going.
We got the Akasha Records YouTube, but it's not open yet. That's going to be the YouTube that they can see the the video up on, and we also got the Akasha email. It's Akasha Records. Akasha Records at Outlook.com.
Okay.
Akasha Records at Outlook.com. You could send whatever you want to that email.
And they can pre-order.
And they could pre-order
Right.
anything from their email. So, and my social media is Eureka Ross Facebook and Eureka Ross Instagram. That's it.
That's what it is. Well, hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Hey, I appreciate being here, man. It has definitely been an honor, to be here, and I appreciate. And I have some industry shout-outs that I always give out to the brothers that include me and include, Dopey and Egypt E. So, I got big respect, man, to Zero, the king of the ghetto.
Yes.
Big ups to that brother, man. He's always included us in his personal songs. Lil Kiki, has always, done his interviews here and there and gave respect and credit to, the terrorists and myself, as well as Bun B. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Pimp C, man. Because, that brother, Bun B put us, I think remember that song, that's Ganxsta and all those songs? He put me in his videos, man, that pouring up video, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, man. I really do, man, to give homage to, the brothers. And that's something that I hope the youngsters understand why Houston rap could be crippled in certain areas, man. Because when you go to people and say, well, who did this? Or who started this? There's no one to give any and that's not a good thing. When you can go to New York and you can go to East Coast or you can go to West Coast in California, and you can say, hey, who did this?
Right.
I say, oh man, it was his group,
Right,
and
right.
you know what I'm saying, and King Kid Capri was over here, and they have a background. That's for a reason. So this is a message to Houston, man. Do not hide the pioneers. Right? Don't be so quick to push out you because you're a new artist and you don't give homage and respect, because it cripples what the OGs have started, and then you don't have a foundation either. So you always want to keep that foundation and keep those stories, hey, and tell the truth about who started certain things in Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell the truth about the brothers who was there from the beginning and sacrificing their life, man, and their families to help and produce other people. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers have to get credit, man, whether they're on the planet. Don't wait till they die. You know what I'm saying? And include those brothers on your projects. and that's how you bring Houston together, the old school, new school, and that's how we'll catapult into these next years as being, one of the best music industry places, which is Houston, Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? And we can keep that and remain that. And the way that you hold that is by giving credit to the OGs and giving homage to the brothers. And let's build a foundation and let's have a story, a solid story that everybody's saying about the people who started certain things and, put in work, man. I think that'll help Houston a lot in the foundation of, keeping the true stories about hip hop alive.
For sure. Well, I mean, that's why I got the podcast, man. That's why I got y'all here, man. So,
Yes, sir.
And make sure that we get everybody in here who's played, those pivotal parts, man, and did their thing, man, and really, held it down, man. So
I appreciate
I want to
that.
give a shout out to Al D.
Shout out to
That's
Al
my
D
little brother. I
already.
grew up with him. We came from the same neighborhood, HBU 83rd. That's
Right.
my neighborhood, Southpaw Coalition. All my brothers in Southpaw Coalition. And the whole Houston SUC got love for y'all because Houston is the great city to have rappers. So
Yeah.
I love all y'all.
Right.
already that's what it is.
Well said.
Already that's what it is, man. Well, hey, it's Donnie Houston, the Terrorists. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. Hey, man, we out.
Donnie Houston.